Julian Smith with the record in the 100 breaststroke.
Hoosiers have 6 100 breaststrokers in the top 16. They've got 4 in the consoles and 2 in the big dance. I mean, look at that red. Oh my. There was talk about getting 4 or 5 in the top.
Yes.
I mean, they were 9th and 10th, Ted, right? They were close.
Josh Matheny, who is in this final in lane 2, he was 6th overall last year. Made the
actually,
made the champ final.
Yeah, you're right. And Ted, there were 3 of these swimmers that were in the big final last year. Benzing from Indiana was 2nd last year. There's Ray Luz over there to the right next to my teammate from yesterday, Cody Miller.
Yep.
Breaststroke U, they call it, for good reason.
Yep.
Right? Cody Miller.
Absolutely.
Lily King.
They earned it.
Yeah.
And Luke Barr in the lane 4 here. Benzing was 2nd last year, swimming for Towson State.
This is not as tight as the A final. Very close there. Only 36 100 separate the top 8 in the next A final. But this one's pretty close. This is about 6/10. And you can see why here at the beginning. There's 7 swimmers right in the thick of it.
And 4 of them are wearing the white Indiana cap, so it's going to be hard. You'll have to trust us a little bit. Although Savickas of Florida had the lead at 50 in lane 7.
And Florida needs this more so than Indiana if they have any hope of moving into a top 3 type spot.
This could be Benzing. And who's coming up here is Yep of Indiana. It's going to be Yep that got it. Jason Yep came in with a personal best of 50.89. What a finish he had.
And Indiana goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 in that consolation final.
So that's 9, 10, 11 for points.
Yeah. Wow. That's huge for Indiana. They needed every single one of those points.
Well, that time, and it's just, I get interested in this stuff too. That time Jason Yep just swam would have been 3rd last year. 3rd.
I love how you talk about the clock.
I hope I don't. I'm not boring you, am I?
No, I love it. Keep going, buddy.
It's pretty good.
Don't stop.
Well, that's a lot of points in Indiana.
It's a lot of points.
Four scoring there, but really the 1, 2, 3 in the B final.
16-22, that's 24 points.
All right, the 100 breaststroke. Julian Smith will be out here in just a moment. He set those record time you saw at the SEC Championships last month. For Cal, freshman Yamato Okadome. 19 years of age, will be in lane 1. Stanford senior Ron Polanski in lane 2. Indiana, this is a huge event. The breaststroke for Indiana. They just had 4 swimmers in the consolation final, 2 more in this final. Grad student Caspar Corbeau. And here's Finn Brooks with the fastest prelim swim. But right next to him, Julian Smith. He was 7th in the NCAA final. And again, that record swim to win the SEC title a month ago. Nate German-Prey of Texas. He is the 1 Texas swimmer in this final. Another swimmer to watch. He finished 3rd last year. 3rd was Denis Petrashov, grad student at Louisville. How about a nice thrill for Jack Kelly, a senior at Brown. making the A final, swimming in lane 8.
Only one freshman. That's Okadome from Cal, and Cal was big in getting a swimmer here in the big final, and it was a freshman in Okadome. But Indiana, Ben Brooks. I mean, this is going to be a tight one. Julian Smith, he was 7th a year ago, Ted. He's not going to be 7th tonight.
No.
I guarantee he's not going to be 7th. 36 100ths of a second separates 1 through 8, though. I mean, on paper, this has all the markings to be a good one. Julian Smith is the fastest in history from the SECs just a month ago. And guess who the second fastest is? That's Finn Brooks this year, 49.9. Both these guys have been under 50. They're the only ones to do it. They're seeded 1-2. Right there in the middle. Smith's looking pretty good, popping up first. He's gonna have a big lead.
Smith's gonna have the lead at 50.
23 flat, just off his record pace.
German Prey of Texas was 2nd. Brooks, Indiana 3rd.
Big race for Texas. They only have 1 here. Boy, Smith controls this. No problem. No problem.
Nope, not at all for Julian Smith. He's going to back up his SEC win, and he comes in at 49.55, 4/100ths off his record swim.
Well, you can throw the paper right out the window. I mean, it wasn't even close. I mean, it wasn't close after 10 meters.
Right, 7/10 he wins by. Petrashov of Louisville 2nd. German Prey of Texas 3rd.
You know, he's just off his record pace, so you think, you know what? He might win, but he's not going to be close to that record because there are a bunch of guys around him at 23 flat. You know what? He's showing a little hope to everybody else. This third 25, he took off. He was 12.9, his third 25, and then look at this. Not even close. 4/100ths off his record pace. He now has the first and third fastest times in history. Liam Bell, the race he broke, as far as the record goes, slips in there for the second fastest time, but the clock, it doesn't matter.
What a month of swimming for Julian Smith of Florida. Elizabeth?
Julian Smith, you are the best to ever do it. Tonight, you are just off that by 4/100ths. Did you know coming into tonight that you'd be doing something really special?
No. I mean, 4 years ago, I remember my dad watching this meet, and he was like, it's going to be you one day. And I was like, no. So to be here today is a blessing, and I can't thank Coach Ness enough for the opportunity.
Let's talk about the trajectory that you've had. You've had such insane improvements. Why do you think that is, and what have you and Coach Nessie been working on over the last few years to allow you to be the best man to ever swim this event?
We talked about it today before, just swimming with a chip on your shoulder, and I think that just propelled me the last 4 years, and I'm so grateful.
Julian, you are a national champion, the best man to ever do it. Congratulations.
Thank you.